Hi, I'm Sheila. Welcome to 30 minutes of chair yoga and stretching. It's going to be very gentle. So what I love about using a chair is, well, lots of things. It's great being able to sit down, but one of the things that I love most about chair yoga is just the opportunity to get all the same benefits, connecting your breath to your relaxation, getting to know how your muscles are feeling, but without worrying about nailing the postures. It's really more about the exploration. So take your time, pause me whenever you need. All you will need today is a chair. I do recommend something that's sturdy and something nice and long, like a scarf or a good long towel that you can scrunch up. Today I am representing Tottenham Hotspurs. Come on, you Spurs. So you won't need that just now, so you can just put that at the back of your chair. Find a nice comfortable seat, feet on the ground, palms face up to receive energy, palms down if you're looking for a little more grounding. Take your seat off of your chair so you're not leaning back into it. Nice and tall so we start to activate your core. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. When it feels right, bring your eyes to a close. Begin to elongate your breath. Take deeper, fuller inhales through your nose. Satisfying open mouth exhales, let that go. Continue to breathe just like this. Slow and steady in through your nose. And nice and easy through your mouth. No need to control it yet, but see if you can count how long your inhale is. And then just match the exhale. So if you can inhale for a 2 to 3 count, exhale for a 2 to 3 count, and so on and so forth. See if you can elongate it. As you start to breathe with purpose, notice what already starts to change. Maybe you're already starting to feel some heat in the body. Relax where you can. On each exhale. So we're starting to build a pathway between your exhales and your relaxation, your softening. So really think inhales for some stability, for some strength. Exhale, soften your jaw. Inhale, nice and slow. Exhale, melt the muscles between your shoulder blades. Lovely. One more round, just like this. Big inhale. And your most satisfying exhale so far. Beautiful. Gently flutter your eyes open. Take your time. Inhale your arms up high overhead. As you reach overhead, spiral your pinkies in towards your face. This is going to activate your biceps a little bit. With that activation might come a shrug. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Beautiful. Grow tall out of your hips. Now your core is there for you as well. Big inhale. Exhale, right hand finds your left forearm. Gentle side body stretch up and over to the other side. Now that grip might not be comfortable. This is a great opportunity to know that your strap is here for you. And you can just lean over. Inhale, come back to center. Change out your grip if you were using your hands. And lean. It's less about the crunch to this side. It's all about the length. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let your arms go. Now we're going to take just those postures, one breath, one shape at a time. Inhale, reach your arms up high overhead. Right hand finds your left. Exhale, gentle side body stretch. Inhale, come back to center. Change the grip. Exhale, gentle side body stretch. Inhale to center. Exhale, let your shoulders go. Beautiful. I'm going to do it one more time. Do it with me. The only thing I'm going to change is that I'll show you it with the strap in hand. Inhale, arms up high overhead. Exhale, gentle side body stretch. Inhale to center. Exhale, gentle side body stretch. Inhale to center. Exhale, bring your arms down. Well done. Continuing to warm up your shoulders. Take your right arm across your body. Left hand finds the tricep on the back. You want to be above the elbow as best you can, or below it. We just don't want to be on the joint itself, so find some muscle to hold on to. And then pull closer to your chest. This should give you a little extra sensation through the space in between your shoulder blades. Inhale, open it up. Big open chest on that. Exhale, cross it over for the other side. And again, it's the same stretch if you're further away, so know that it's okay to change your placement. Beautiful. Big inhale, open your chest. Let's do the same thing for the other side. Big inhale, open. Big exhale for the other side. Nice. Big inhale, let that go. And exhale, release it down. Beautiful. Getting into your triceps now. Inhale your arms up high overhead. Bend your right elbow, left palm finds it, and start to lengthen out through the right tricep. Now that might not feel good in your shoulders. If we want to find that same stretch, we can take your strap around your bicep, take that overhead as much as it feels good, and then pull from there. It just gives you a little more range of motion. Of course, you can also grab for your wrist as well. Let's see it for the other side. Big inhale, rinse it out. Exhale, bend the left elbow. And you have the variation of using your strap to your advantage, or you can grab for the wrist, just reduce the range of motion. Big inhale, let that go, rinse it out. And shake out your shoulders. Nicely done. Getting into your spine and your core now. No need to use your strap for the next one. Take your hands to your thighs for a seated cat-cow. Inhale, cow pose. Lift your chest up, arch your back. Play with the squeeze between your shoulder blades to play with the opening across the front line. Exhale for your cat pose. Round your spine like a cat that just got scared. Really enjoy the opportunity to round the shoulders, expand the space between your shoulder blades. We'll flow through those two shapes, one breath, one shape at a time. Inhale for your cow, lift up, open up. Exhale for your cat, contract and round. Lovely, two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to a nice comfortable seat. Taking it into a seated torso rotation. We'll start, secure your right hand at your right hip at the chair. That's gonna give you something to hold on to. We wanna keep your hips as steady and grounded into your chair seat as possible. Left hand goes across the body as much as it feels good. Maybe that means the hand goes to the outer quadricep. Maybe that means we can start to even look to the right, so it's all thoracic or torso rotation here. Slowly bring it back to center, and we'll take it to the other side. Right hand reaches across the body. Go tall out of your sits bones. Reach for a place that feels good, and then find a nice comfortable gaze. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it back. One more round of the same movements. If that range of motion felt good, I want you to stay there. If you think you could probably deepen it, I want you to just scooch off of your chair ever so slightly so that you're just further on the seat. Then you can actually take the right hand to the back of the chair as opposed to the seat of it, and this will help you increase your rotation. So right hand can go all the way to the top, left hand goes across the body, and we can use the chair to help us rotate. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it back, take your time. Same idea. If it felt good in the range of motion before, just stay there. Otherwise, left hand can go to the back of the chair, right hand goes across the body. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it back to center. Just to come back to your breath and relax your shoulders a little bit, we'll repeat our first 3 postures. Inhale, reach back up. Right hand finds your left forearm. Exhale, gentle side body stretch. Inhale to center, change the grip. Exhale, gentle side body stretch. One more time, inhale to center. Exhale, let that go. Beautiful, rinse out your shoulders, well done. Now we're getting into more of your legs. We're going to use that beautiful strap to our advantage. So the first thing we want to take a look at is your outer hips. Now, to get going, I want you to play with just sending your right foot out. Now I'm going to put this at the angle just to make sure that you can see my feet in the frame. Right foot to the ground. Flex the toes towards your shin. You might need to find the edge of your chair to really find a comfortable length here. It's less about straightening the leg or locking out. If the knee is locked out, the muscles actually aren't engaged. So that means the complementary muscles aren't stretching, yeah? So if we really want to feel the stretch on the back line, think more about the strength on the front line. Start by just flexing your toes towards your shin. Feel the muscles along your shin bone flex. As that happens, we should feel some length in the calf. Great opportunity. You can use your strap to your advantage. Take the strap to your arch or your toes, nice tall seat, and just a gentle pull to help you maintain the stretch as opposed to forcing it past where it feels good. Just find the spot that feels really comfortable. Beautiful. To come out, soften the knee, and let the strap go. We'll take it for the other side. Again, I'm gonna just go to the side to make sure that you can see everything. You may need to find the edge of your seat as well. Please feel free to play with that. Make sure that it feels comfortable. Play with just that straight leg. Straight leg might be enough here. Flex your toes towards the shin. As you feel the muscles on the front line of the shin fire up, see what that does for the back line, for the calf. If this feels good, take your strap to your toes. Just a gentle pull to help you maintain the sensation. Again, we're not forcing anything. If it feels like you're starting to hold your breath, you're probably forcing the stretch. So make sure you're keeping that nice long inhale and matched exhale. Beautiful. Bend the knee to come out. Let the strap go. Nicely done. Now the strap is not needed for the next one. You can just lay that on your lap. Looking at a figure 4 stretch. So with your figure 4 stretch, we're gonna open up the outside of your right hip. As much as it's comfortable, I want you to lift your right leg, take the ankle and cross it at your left quadricep. Now here's the deal. If this is not accessible in your body, what I want you to do is just take your foot over the ankle, even just bringing it across the body like this, you should start to feel a little bit of opening on the outer hip. Maybe that means you can bring it up a little higher. Maybe we go for that full quadricep tight. Now I'm pretty short, so I'm pretty close to the ground. It doesn't have to take much to get my leg up. Again, if you're taller or if your range of motion isn't there yet, just reduce it, right? You don't have to go as far, but the more we bring it over, the more we get that figure 4 shape, the more we should start to feel it on the outside. So take your time. Once you find a shape that you think you can hold on to, and if you're kind of at that hover and you're having trouble holding onto it, you do have your strap to your advantage here, right? But once you find a shape that feels good, let's recommit to the height of your chest. Lift up and out of your hips. If this feels good, I want you to stay right here. If you'd like to potentially increase the sensation on your outer hip, I want you to play with bringing your chest forward. That doesn't necessarily mean lying on this calf. Just that little hinge from the hip can increase the opportunity on the outside. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly rise. And with ease, let that go. Take your time. You might need to pedal your feet. A little bit of blood flow is restricted. So know that it's okay if you're kind of getting that tingly sensation. We'll check it out for the other side. So again, take your time as you're setting up. Know that this side might feel totally different. Our hip mobility is often unbalanced, right, from right to left, and it has to do with the things that we do most habitually. Again, showing you that option. If you'd like to use your strap to your advantage, just holding your foot at that figure 4 angle and use the strength in your arms to really help. So things that speak to your hips. If you only ever cross your right leg over your left, but never the other way around. If you wear a bag on your right, but never your left. If you kind of stand with a hitch in your hip. All of these things that we do most habitually and most without even realizing it, they really speak volumes to your hips over time. Again, if you checked it out at the other side, really tall chest, maybe a hinge forward a little bit, and play with that extra sensation on the outer hip. Again, if you start holding your breath, you've gone a little too far, that's okay. You can always reduce the range of motion, just make sure you're able to breathe. Nice, inhale, slowly bring it up. Help your leg out, put it back down. Nice little relaxation, beautiful. Now we're gonna get to the back of your chair. So we are coming out of your chair for just a couple rounds of breath here. Take your strap, put it to the seat of your chair, just so you know you have access to it. And we're gonna stand behind your chair to start. Hands at the chair, at the top of it, just so you have something to hold on to. Take a stance as wide as it feels comfortable. Toes point straight forward. So you want your toes pointing towards the legs of the chair. Perfect. Now, I'm going to take just my right toes and turn those toes out to perpendicular. Now, I just turned that 90 degrees, yes? Once I take that 90 degrees, I can actually start to bend into that leg. We're creating a warrior two shape in our legs here. Front knee stacks right over the front ankle. Back foot still pointing straight forward. It's a little bit of energy in your inner thighs. And again, you have the chair here to really help you commit to a nice high chest. If it feels like your knees are way surpassing your toes, you need to take a wider stance. Trust that the chair is there for you. Widen out your stance a little bit. Turn your toes, and then try it out again. If this feels good, stay right here. If you want to bring your arms into it, take your arms to a horizon. Send your gaze over your right hand or towards your bent leg in space. A little squeeze between your shoulder blades. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten the front leg, turn your right toes forward, take your hands back to the chair top. From here, you have an opportunity to reset. Maybe you need to wiggle out your hips. Now, that was our warrior two. Option here on the transition that you'll see to take your hands to the chair or to go to triangle pose overhead. So both legs, toes are rather pointing forward, and you can reach your arms overhead, cross just your thumbs for that grip. And if you need, you do have your strap if you want to create a little more space between your hands, but still have that opportunity for tension and holding on to something. Beautiful. Big inhale here. Exhale, hands come down to the chair just to help us out. Turn the left toes to the 90-degree angle, and then bring the left knee down. Warrior two on the left side. Take your time as you're bouncing into it. Check out your stance. Make sure your feet are wide enough. Always feel free to pause. Take your time. There's no rush. So once you find the legs that feel right, re-square your chest towards the chair. So we're not looking at the front leg. Chest and heart are forward. And if this feels good, introduce the arms. And again, if balance is an issue, maybe we do one arm. Inhale, straighten out the left leg, both toes point forward, and the hands come back to the chair. Okay, team, so we're gonna take this in flow. Warrior two on the right, pyramid to center, warrior two on the left. And we'll go back and forth between these postures, yes? I'll let you know when we're gonna reset to the chair, but know that you're welcome to reset at any point along the way. Okay, big inhale, big exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, warrior two on the right. Turn the right toes, bring the arms out if it feels right. Inhale, triangle pose. Turn the right toes forward, arms overhead maybe. Exhale, warrior two on the left. Awesome, let's just see if we can go back. Inhale, triangle to center. Exhale, warrior two on the right. Inhale, triangle to center. Exhale, warrior two on the left. Inhale, triangle to center. Exhale, hands come down to the back of the chair. Nice work. Take a moment. If you need to inchworm your toes in like I'm doing, take that moment, take your time. Maybe a little wiggle in your hips is needed. Beautiful. Next posture here, taking a look at an opportunity of a tree pose standing. So take your time and get next to your chair. You want your chair at your left-hand side. Left foot just next to it. This is all just for support. Now your right toes can either go to a kickstand, to your calf, or maybe, if we're feeling super adventurous, maybe you put your foot at your inner thigh. Only if it's accessible, only if it feels right. You've got lots of options. Maybe your right hand can come back to your heart. Maybe your left hand can come back to your heart. So find the space that makes the most sense for you. You've got the chair here for support. It's there on purpose. Use it so you can grow tall. And feel free to play with it. It's okay to come back to that balance, right? Beautiful. Big inhale. Ease out on the exhale. Use the chair to your advantage and release the shape that you have. Beautiful. We're going to take it to the other side. So now my right foot is grounded right by the chair. Option again for a kickstand, and even just taking it to your toes, that's a challenge, right? Standing on one foot of any kind or putting more pressure on the one side. That's all we're looking for here. It's purposeful challenging of your core muscles and your spine support, okay? If that feels good, maybe we take it to the calf. We want to make sure that we're not pressing into the knee, right? So as long as you're at the calf, you're just below the knee joint, pardon me. And if that feels good, maybe. Something that always helps me during tree is the idea of just finding a spot to take a look at, something that you can kind of zone out on, soften your focus on. Like, do you ever look at one of those blurry pictures where you're supposed to like see a spaceship or something? It's like one of those. Beautiful. Just take one more inhale wherever you are. Exhale, let it go. Take your time. Put your foot down. Beautiful. All right, we balanced, challenged. We're gonna come right back to the flow that we learned. Behind your chair, toes turn forward. And team, take the variations that make the most sense to you. If you need to hug the chair in between, please feel free. Hands at the chair, big inhale to prepare. Exhale, warrior two to the right, open up. Inhale, star to center. Exhale, warrior two to the left. Inhale, triangle to center. Exhale, warrior two. Again, you can hug the chair for support. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, you can do it. Inhale, triangle, turn the toes, lift your heart. Exhale, hands come down, use the chair for support. Well done. Take your time as you transition and sort yourself out. No rush. From there, we're actually going to turn your chair to the side for some opportunity getting into the front and the back of your legs. So first, looking at a quadricep stretch. Now for your quadricep stretch, we're going to leave your left foot on the ground first. Right heel comes up. We want to catch it at the ankle. And then you want to think, using the chair as your parallel line guide, pull your leg underneath the body for more sensation in the hamstring and the glute. Now, if that's not accessible, I don't want you to force it. We do have the opportunity to use your scarf or your towel to your advantage. Just wrap it around that ankle of the leg that we're stretching, the right ankle to start. Find that nice tall stance, and then just start to shorten your grip on the scarf itself. Just kind of inchworm your hands closer to your ankle. Only go as far as it feels good. Again, if you find you're starting to hold your breath, you're probably stretching a little too deeply. Awesome. Slowly let that go. I'm going to turn my chair around just so that you can see my left side. But we're just going to do the same thing for the other side. So if we're not using the strap, nice tall stance, left heel comes up to your left glute, nice and easy. Again, if we are using the strap to our advantage, we're going to take the strap around your left ankle and then just start to kick your heel towards your glute. Now, that little inchworm sensation of just kind of sneaking your hands closer to your ankle, only go as far as it feels good. And again, think about bring your heel behind the body so that your femur, instead of pointing towards the chair, is pointing straight down to the floor. Nice, let that go. Beautiful. Coming up next, getting into your hamstrings and glutes. Often people say I've got low back pain. One of the biggest culprits in lower back pain is actually tight hamstrings and glutes. So what we want to do here is bring the sensation out of the back and a little bit lower into the legs. Take your hands to the back of the chair, step your feet back. Now from here, instead of thinking, all right, if I was going to try to touch my toes, I would round through my back and go this way, right? Instead of that, which is all back sensation, we want to feel it in your legs. So I want you to soften your knees, like you're getting ready to push a toboggan down the road here. Now from there, with a soft bent leg, just start to hinge at your hip. Think, if I could keep my low back as flat as it is here, how far could I bring my chest forward while maintaining that orientation? Chest up, sternum open. That will also help here. If you're looking at your toes, it's going to round out your back. Keep everything lifted. And then as it feels good and you kind of stick your tailbone out, kind of stick your butt out, you're going to start to feel, hopefully, more sensation through the hamstrings, more sensations through the top of the glute. That's the stretch that's really going to help us out here. If this feels good and you're able, maybe you start to actually use your chair to get a little deeper in the stretch. Notice that I'm keeping my chest open, I'm keeping my low back really flat. That is the prerequisite here. If you start to lose that, I want you to come back, right? Only go as far as it feels good. Now, if you're feeling great and you feel like you can really let everything go, maybe hands to the ground, but know that you don't have to. Just showing you where the progression goes as we start to open up. But notice here, I'm not rounding in my back, I'm not looking at my toes. My chest is still really open, my low back is really flat, and it's all about the height in the tailbone getting us the length and sensation that we're looking for. So that's kind of like knowing where the road goes if we keep doing this and it keeps feeling good. But again, just staying here at the chair and breathing through the back line, that's the main thing. Now can you exhale and relax in this shape? Big inhale, big exhale. Rise slowly on an inhale to avoid any head rush. Take your time. Beautiful. Nicely done. Last stretch standing behind your chair. One more opportunity for your triceps. I'm going to take your elbows down to the top of your chair. Just standing right here like this might be enough. If this feels good, hold. If you're looking for more, play with stepping your feet back and dropping your head down to the space between your biceps. It's almost like creating a little hole between your arms, like if you were getting a massage. Do you remember massages? Press your hands together for stability. This isn't just opening up your triceps, it's also opening up your rotator cuff, the support system for your shoulders. All the way down through your big side body muscles, your intercostal muscles and your obliques. Slowly come up, walk your feet in, take your time, find the chair. There's no rush on the transitions. Please take your time. All right, team, we are done standing. We're gonna take it back down to a seated position now. Nice work. How does everything feel after a little bit of stretching? Now that you've sat back down after a little bit of work, what feels different? What feels like you worked it? What feels like it might have gotten a little longer or stronger? Nice comfortable seat, palms face up, big inhale, big exhale. Beautiful. We're gonna come back to that early on sequence that we learned. Inhale, arms up high overhead. Exhale, gentle side body stretch. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, gentle side body stretch. Inhale, bring it back and rinse out your shoulders. Well done. Team, at this point, if you would like to have a seat on a more comfortable chair, a seat on your couch, or if you'd like to lay down in Savasana, this is your moment. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to just close your eyes and let all the hard work soak in. So at this point, you can lean back into your chair, let your chair support you, find a nice comfortable seat, bring your eyes to a close, wrap your shoulder blades back and down, big inhale, satisfying exhale. As you bring your eyes to a close and you settle into your space, just take a moment to scan your muscles. Again, what feels good, what feels different. If you have more time and you can stay in this relaxed state a little longer, please feel free. Otherwise, let me slowly allow you the time and space to come out. Bring a little wiggle to your fingertips and your toes. We're gently reawakening your muscles. Come back to your breath, big, energized inhales, and satisfying exhales. When it feels right, blink your eyes open, take your hands to your heart center. It was such an honor to take you through these 30 minutes of seated yoga and chair-supported stretching and standing. Take your hands up to your third eye center. We'll bow to one another and to the practice. Namaste. I'm Sheila. I hope that you found this helpful. If you've got questions, leave them in the comments below. Like and subscribe. And if you have any requests, if there's anything that you're like, Sheila, I'd love to learn how to stretch X, Y, and Z. Here's where I am in my practice. Know that I'm happy to do one-on-ones, so please feel free to give me a call or just write in the comments, and we can always make a FaceTime date to actually work together in real time. Other than that, just thank you so much for coming. Have a great rest of your day.